Welcome, everybody, to Sanity Lost, a podcast where I make sure my friends keep their therapist paid. Welcome. As I point the finger back at myself and it's like, you should probably go. And I point back and say, you stupid. No, not just joking.
Everyone
people
should
need therapy.
have a therapist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
So before we started, I was asking these guys if they saw the titles for Chapter 3 because no one here listens to this show.
It's true. I tell myself that I will one day, and then I chicken out and I can't do it.
I listened to all of Chapter 1.
Okay.
And then I stopped. And then I listened to like a few other episodes to remember how characters sounded.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. But Chapter 3, I think, was my favorite naming convention. I think I told you guys.
Oh,
the
Christmas songs.
Yes, they're all named after Christmas songs, which is doing
about that.
bonkers on YouTube.
Fun.
Nice.
But I found some real creepy ones.
Really?
Oh, boy.
I'm like, I didn't even know this was an actual Christmas song. So, but we start off, like, if you guys remember, the first episode was when everyone, like, the background, almost everyone's happy. And I named that one Oh Little Town.
Oh.
I didn't put Bethlehem because we're not in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
That's true.
Next season. Anyway. Yeah, so we did that. And then the second episode, let's see, I gotta click on it to see what, oh yeah, it was when you guys start the Christmas service.
Okay.
But it's also at the end when, his name is Tobias, Matthias, will you tell me where Theodore is? Boy, that one's named Do You Hear What I Hear?
Ooh, I like that.
The third one is when I think in the middle of it we have Brother Billy when it reveals like he can fly with his wings as you guys are kind of getting everyone in there, and that one's called Hark the Herald Angels Sing. The next one, which is we kind of did a little time funky wonky stuff as you guys are waiting in Cora's house and plot armor Tim shows up with an arm, but it's getting closer and closer to midnight. So, but I believe at the end of that is when brother Kevin shows up screaming at the top of his lungs, and we said it came on a midnight clear.
Nice.
The next one is Home for the Holidays.
Okay.
Part 5, which has a little double meaning, where you guys go back up to Cutter's cabin's remains, but it's also the episode where Charles comes home for the first time.
Yeah.
Or at least it's not revealed that it's Charles, but we just know some person's driving home.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is Go Tell It on the Mountain, which is you literally kill Kevin on the mountain.
Nice. Love that.
And then at the end, I believe it's the end of that episode when it's revealed that the man driving up is Charles. Part 7 is In the Bleak Midwinter, where it's Charles, like, very melancholy giving information out, and you guys getting frustrated that he's not giving good enough, and not enough about Tim, and you guys are getting frustrated at him, and he's just like, yeah, well, we just gotta, like, fix this.
Uh-huh.
The next one is Cold December Night, Part 8. And this is when we have the quick cut to everyone in the mines kind of getting colder and colder. This one is my favorite, Part 9. Let All Mortal Flesh Keep Silent. I didn't know that was a Christmas song.
Really?
But when I saw it, I don't remember actually ever hearing it. But I saw that, and it was the one where Skip and Caleb are trying to sneak into the back of the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then the last one is See Amid the Winter Snow. as part 10, because it's
Nice.
I think at that point it's the aftermath, and it's like I think it starts snowing again, and it's just a lot of confusion. Because like we kind of just like that's chapter just very much is like ends.
Yeah. I love that.
And then I can't name I don't have fun names for the rest
for
of
our
them.
in between episode or our end of season. Yeah.
For part 2, which releases the time we're recording next week, it's called Retcon MC, because that's when I retcon that Ashley's going to MC the thing.
Nice.
Ashley is the favorite this time.
Always gonna have one favorite NPC every chapter.
Well, what's gonna be fun is if we ever leave Centralia.
I mean, we might not. We might just die here.
Well, the chapters will go on.
I don't know. Maybe my soul lives on in Korra. I will never move on.
That's not healthy.
What do you think we're doing here?
You guys all have to be like John, and just when the time comes, whether it was correct by dice rolls or by this would be funny, when your character leaves, he leaves, and you just gotta accept it.
Yep.
And then just keep bringing it up almost every season, or not season, every chapter, to just really remind everyone. The players that that's right, Percy's gone.
Cora can't let go.
Part of some weird experiment that Theodore has. I'm less convinced that Theodore is on our side now, though. Let's be honest. If he has Percy...
You were never convinced that Theodore was on your side.
I know, but I wanted to believe it. I mean, I still do want to believe it.
This is just your point of view, without getting the full
He has Percy.
Picture.
If he was on our side, he would bring him back.
On the other hand, is Theodore having Percy better or worse than Uncle Buster having Percy?
No clue. No clue.
What if Percy is actually the Oxman? He's just been working out for the past 40 years, bulking up.
That would be terrible.
And apparently
not for John.
Growing twice as tall.
Size, yeah.
Look, steroids were a magical drug that actually have no negative downsides.
They had no idea what they were doing in the whatever 70s, 60s, whatever we're in.
You're in the 60s. Just like how cocaine was amazing and fixed almost anything until the government got
drank it straight in soda. Yeah.
And now that we're demonetized with a podcast that is never monetized.
I don't know. I've heard monetized podcasts say a lot way worse, so I think we're fine.
We're gonna have the Dare program come after us.
Yeah.
I was telling.
I feel like
I was telling.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You first.
I was gonna say recently on my Culty podcast, because I listen to lots of those, they've been talking about Dare a lot. So let Dare come for us. I think they have some dirt. That I don't know that they really want to put themselves out there.
One of there's a lot of organizations, surprise, surprise, that are made up in this world.
No.
And however, I was planning on using a real one, and I was talking with a guy at work about it, and he's like, "No, you shouldn't put that organization, even if it's just in fiction."
What?
Especially around here.
What?
So I'll let you guys know off stream if you remember.
You have to side message us now. I want to know.
That will be the prize. If you can remember by the end of the episode, I'll let you all know.
That's what I'm making a note.
This guy, he's
there. I won't forget.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I was seeing if I could delete the message. All I can do is report it. I own this chat.
Yeah, but it's a private chat. It's not an actual server.
Yeah.
It's not private. Discord has it on all in their secret files, just like Snapchat has everyone's nudes. Anyway,
But it's not a server. It's just a chat. Nobody
and
owns
your
it.
computer mumbo jumbo.
Nobody owns it.
So,
All right, let's go. Big scary clown man. I still think of him
Who
as
said
a
he was a
clown.
clown?
I know he's not a clown, but that's the way I picture him in my head.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this straight because I know we've been debating for it, and like this was a debate that goes back all the way to chapter 1.
Yeah.
Of what this mask looks like.
Oh,
And
yeah.
This is me.
Okay.
Like me, when I describe things, my personal preference is to give generalized descriptions.
Uh-huh.
So that way your mind fills in the blanks and makes it much worse than me just straight up explain it. But this is something like it has a very distinct thing. So I'm setting it straight. So if you guys have been listening since chapter 1, also, if I remember correctly, which I believe maybe when Cora and Caleb see this mask, definitely Caleb, I think, because Caleb gave this mask to Uncle Buster.
Yeah. Right. Because it was in the talking box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So, but this mask, like, because I know some people thought it was like a wooden mask that was like kind of on a strap and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm setting the record straight.
Okay.
It is like a burlap sack that has like a white, like painted face on it.
Are there holes?
There's dark patches or like more like thinning of the material where the eyes are.
Okay.
Yeah, but not holes. And the mouth is like kind of stitched up in a sad face, like an upside down U, and it is painted like not lime green, but like a pickle green.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So white eyes, like white outlined eyes.
Like it's like a white, like a painted, like a clown would paint their face white.
Okay, maybe that's why I thought clown. Okay.
Yeah, and then, but like the only other color on this besides like the burlap sack part of it is the stitched up mouth that is painted over with this green, kind of similar to the green that's on our character sheets in Roll20. It's like a like foresty kind. If you think of a pickle, it's that kind of green.
This is very bizarre. Someone who listens to this needs to like draw this for us all, please.
I will also say there's a few other things that need to be like clearly defined that I gave a quick overview of it.
Okay.
Pretty much it's the other two items that were of note that's on this Oxman. And so the axe, it is in the shape of a woodcutter's axe that the head is it is like ebony black. And when you look at it, there's like pretty much I want to say this, like Skip is noticing this like real quick, but pretty much the axe head is so dark that it looks like no light escapes from it. And then it's on like a crimson shaft of wood. And then the final thing is this glove that looks kind of just like a normal, like just glove made out of like really dirty fabric. But on each finger, except for 2, because I believe I said there's 3, it has these dull little runes that Caleb saw. But you guys don't know it's the same rune, but that are on the tips of each finger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these I believe all 3 of these items are mentioned in Chapter 1.
Probably.
I don't remember the runes specifically, unless it was in the bowls.
Not the runes are part of the glove, so I think probably when you see the effect of the glove, you will realize why you maybe not have saw the runes. I also want to say we are in the part that I have little parentheses around how many episodes each section would take, and now we are at the last section that is just question mark. So, I'm letting everybody know, listeners and players, if y'all die, it's the end of the chapter. Okay?
Uh-huh.
There is a way to get through this, but it's like,
Oh my gosh.
it's go time.
Oh gosh.
As I forgot to do this again. This would have been a lot more effective when I said, it's go time. So.
I'm nervous.
So yes.
I got butterflies in my stomach.
It's like prom date all over again. Actually, I never asked anybody out to prom. I was asked because they didn't have a date. So I was like the 5th choice. And then I got yelled at for not going to my own prom. And I was like, you weren't even going to go to yours until you asked me. So, anyway.
So remember that comment
story.
about needing a therapist?
No. I don't. Everyone says the same thing whenever I bring up my past. That or it's ADD. No, that was more of a joke. But anyway.
Why not both?
Joking, not joking.
Yeah. So yes, pretty much, Corey, you are coughing and clearing your eyes, but like, you look up and you see the person from your
Nightmares.
From nightmares, memories, fun times, and Skip, this is your first time doing this, and you guys all see, pretty much, Sarah hurt her leg. You hear that coming from the voice as it just looks down at you. Give me sanity rolls.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to tell you right now, before you let me know the numbers, you're going to need a hard to pass this.
I'm
Mine, what
24
is a
under
hard?
52.
I have a 21 under 52.
Okay, so
21
What?
under 52 would
Did you
be
guys-
a hard.
did everyone
Thank
get
you.
a hard success? Or
What
I
was
didn't hear
Skip's?
John's.
What was Skip's?
24 under 52.
Also hard.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are still going to take 1 point of sanity because this is messed up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fine, I will put the D6s down. Let's just roll. I just want to know. Let me just know. Okay, here we go. Oh man, rolling sanity is a lot more fun when I get to roll D20s. I'm joking. That's not what it was gonna be. I was gonna roll a bunch of D6s, but I saw 2 D20s there.
So as like we're standing there, Skip just hears Cora. No, it can't be. Not again. Not again.
I kind of see Skip sort of like sitting but scrabbling backwards, just kind of slowly backing away. In that kind of like reverse crab walk.
Mhm. And so as you guys are like kind of freaking out a little bit, the man, I gotta think of a good name for him. Oxycontin.
No, not that
The-
one.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't
We
do
were
drugs,
just
kids. I
talking
show up with an
Yeah.
axe.
I mean,
Hey kids! You take the nose candy, I take your face.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Oh man, next season set in Disney in Pennsylvania. Somehow I got up there. I can hear the lawyers already. But anyway,
Hey, you said Disney.
all my neighbors. All I know is that the neighbors just heard that laugh. Anyway, so like it like slowly like turns its head and it's just like it almost is like it feels like stone like turning like again like a millstone, just like it's just this unnatural sound until it like stops and locks onto Cora, and it's just like, Sally's hurt. Sally's hurt.
Oh.
Sally's hurt. Cora
No.
hurt. And it raises its axe.
No.
And it
No.
begins
No.
to wing
Cora
it
needs to dodge
down.
this.
Oh, and that's a terrible roll, and it gets stuck in the ceiling. You guys have a split second.
Goodness. Okay.
You guys have a couple seconds as it's ripping it out.
Yeah,
as,
Cora
like,
turns around and looks at Skip and she just says, "Run."
And Skip's gonna do that.
Okay.
Now,
So
the
it sounds
question-
like you guys aren't going. Go ahead.
The question
ask
I
your
have-
question.
have they made enough noise yet where Caleb would have any sense that something is going wrong down this tunnel at this point?
I will answer your question in 1 second because what I need these guys to do, because there's still a ton of smoke.
Yeah, I know. We're
Give
not
me
going
Constitution
slow.
saving
Yeah, I was gonna say we're
throws.
not going slow.
I don't think they're called saving throws.
Oh no, that's an 85 over 50.
I'm 31 under 60.
Under 16?
60.
I like 16 better. Also, I'm realizing the way we play this, we should just play Pulp Cthulhu.
I feel like we say that every other episode.
Yeah. I think I might be the only one that kind of knows the difference. So maybe that'll be season 2 if we do a season 2. But anyway, yeah. So, who's first?
Well, Skip would be because he's behind me.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So Skip, you begin charging up.
Now
are
he
you still
is
holding?
connected to my rope.
Yes, but he also has his own full
Yeah, he
piece
does.
of rope.
He does.
Which is why I'm asking. You know what? I'm gonna have you roll luck. Are you still holding your rope coiled up, or have you just dropped your?
I probably would have just dropped it and gone.
Okay, I like that. So
You just
yeah,
Yep.
you're going. You get right to the lip of the because there's enough rope, because as I said, like, you guys aren't going far, it's just
It took us a while.
it was
Yeah.
difficult.
Going slow, yeah.
And so you are kind of just beelining it, like, and you somehow are just powering through the smoke. Corey, you go and you actually trip over a rock
Okay.
as you kind of like fall over. Give me a luck roll.
Okay, that passed. That's a 51 under. Hold on 1 second. I think it's like 54, but let me double check.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 51 under 52.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't land directly on your bad knee. So yeah, you land and like you kind of clatter and everything. I'm gonna say though, just like between the smoke and the rush and everything, like you do hit hard. So just take 1 hit point.
Okay.
And so, and like I'm also like I think what also attributes that, like, you fall, and like as you fall, Skip is actually at the lip of that opening, like almost crashes into Caleb, and like right as you get to the lip, like you feel like Skip, you feel your rope snag. Now, before you guys determine what you're doing with that, Caleb, you asked, do I notice anything wrong? Yes. I'm gonna say you definitely heard. Sally's hurt. Sally's hurt. Sally's hurt. Cora. Whatever I said.
Yeah, that was it.
So
you got it.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I said Cora's hurt. So you pretty much
So
hear that, and then Skip kind of just pretty much almost crashes into you, and before like the rope like kind of just yanks him back a little, or like kind of just stops him abruptly, and you guys realize there's no Cora.
So I think Caleb, on hearing the Cora's hurt, is probably going to be starting to start gathering in the rope and potentially even start actually, yeah, definitely hearing that is kind of going to be triggering a not necessarily recognition of the voice itself, but recognition that they are going to need to be moving quickly, and Caleb's gonna grab his pocket knife and just cut the rope from the support so that it won't be, they're no longer tied to the support, but hold on to the end of the rope so that it's the end of the rope can't disappear from him, and start coiling up the rope.
All right.
And that would have been basically as soon as he hears it, and before Skip even appears at the opening to the tunnel, Caleb would have been coiling the rope as it back up so that it's ready for them to either drop or hang on to and move.
All right. Yeah, I'll say like you're not all the way through by the time Skip shows up.
So he hasn't put like tension on the rope yet.
No,
I think there
would.
is tension on
I
the.
think the only tension would have been potentially between you and Skip. I would not have been putting tension on the rope.
Pulling yet.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not trying to pull them back up. I'm just coiling the rope back up so that it's basically so it's not sitting on the ground and it's not attached to anything besides just him holding on to it.
I'm just imagining this, like if this is the ground. Here's Cora, and then it's just like the rope being pulled is just like like stones in your face.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Doesn't make sense to anybody because nobody can see what I drew.
Crawling on our screen.
I had to find it.
Yeah, just face planting has rocks and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Is it able to pull the axe free? No. Wait. 17. Yes. It takes like. Hey, it is super strong, but that strength also worked against it as it was definitely lodged in there, like into the earth, as it like grips it with two hands, just and then just looks at you, and now you have an action to go.
Okay. So I'm on the ground. I don't know how getting up in Cthulhu works. Can I just stand and run, or?
I'm gonna just say yes.
Okay. I'm okay taking a penalty to that if you want me to.
Yeah, how about this? If you're gonna do
because I'm injured too.
Yeah. I want you to do a dex check to get out of here, but do a -10.
Okay, so I did still pass. I got a 32. That would be 32 under 40.
Okay, I changed my mind. -20.
That would
Changed
be
my
so
mind.
sad.
-50.
That would be 0.
Oh, crit fail. Oh, sweet. No. Yeah, so you stumble a little bit, but with that you were just able to
imagine she's like limping pretty hard, because if she like hurt herself, so she's like essentially dragging herself out of this cave.
I'm gonna say you lost your cane and
yeah, totally, yeah.
So like you're using like the rope, and like Caleb, you feel like there's tension on the rope now pulling, like as Corey, you're kind of just guiding your hand and everything, like against the wall, and like you finally break free, gulping for air.
Yeah.
Um,
She like rips the bandana off and she looks at Caleb and she's like, "He's back. He's back from the cabin. The ox man with the mask. It's back."
Wait.
We have to
Which
go.
mask?
The mask that you gave Buster, it's back.
How could that
I don't know,
possibly be
Caleb.
here?
I don't know, but he is coming. We have to go.
well, you guys took too long. No.
And you're dead.
So, Caleb, you notice while she's saying this, you hear. Actually, you don't hear anything, but Caleb, I'm going to say you notice this for free because you notice where that rune was. And then all of a sudden, that dull amber glow begins to grow brighter and brighter as pretty much flame erupts on the wall there.
Oh my gosh.
And at that point, like, as the flame comes through and it's kind of like engulfing like the door, you see the gloved hand now with 4 runes on its fingers, reaching through as
He's
it kind of is
collecting
like
fire
slowly
runes?
pulling.
Well, I feel like this rune dropped off of him at some point, not in his initial forays into this environment, not like it. He's collecting it.
I'm gonna
specifically.
say, right now, you guys are not in sound of mind to
Nope.
figure
we have
this
no
out.
idea. We have to go.
So, yes, it's like the hole is tight. So like for him, so he's like squeezing out. So you guys have some time.
So,
Yeah.
Caleb's going to skip
Pee his
help
pants.
help Cora get out of here. I'm going to try and buy us a little bit of time, and draws the special gun, the magic gun, and takes aim at what is it? Just the hand that's kind of reaching out at this point?
It's pretty much like it's like shoulders, like if it was a statue, like the bust is like his like the top upper his body's like pushing through. So it's like he's just kind of like Spam coming out of a can. He's just like pushing his way through while like pulling himself out. He only has like one arm out. Like his axe arm isn't there yet.
So just to give a little bit, to try and slow it down a little bit, Caleb's going to take aim with the special gun and take a shot at this thing. And that is a 19 under 66.
I think that's a hit.
That and that. That was not the D10 that I was expecting it to be, but that's going to be I rolled the 10s, not the this units. That sounds like 54. What? That's going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay. It looks completely unfazed as it just like continues to slow, like I'm saying slow, but it's like faster than you would expect a behemoth to go through a crack in the wall.
Yeah, so Cora's
Skip
like
and Cora. Yep.
screaming. She's like, "Caleb, we can't fight it. We have to get out of here." And I guess I imagine, Skip, you can like change this if you want, but I imagine that like Skip is like thrown Cora's arm over his shoulder and is like helping her because she's like limping, and so she's like screaming at Caleb, like almost like fighting him a little bit, like.
Yeah, I'm like dragging you away, or like dragging you along with me.
Yeah.
He shoots your other knee.
For the reference here, Caleb is not intending to stand and fight, only just try and slow it down just a little bit before continuing on.
Yeah. I'll say, like, it doesn't seem to be slowing. Like, even with, like, you shot it, like, in the head, and it's just, like... And like, you know what? As it's like kind of squeezing its way through, it's like,
Yeah, so I guess Cora is with Skip heading out.
So Caleb's also going to be turning and following, and trying to think how to. I'm trying to think how Caleb's dealing with this. I guess at the moment, Caleb is still just holding onto this rope and just turning to and basically catching up and catching Cora's other arm to help speed things along.
I'm gonna say this right now because I said when Skip first showed up, you were only halfway cut through. I think by the time Cora came up, the rope was cut. I don't want to hear people that listen to this episode 10 years later and be like, "What about the rope?"
So that was not the part of the rope that I was thinking of for it. I was thinking, do I want to?
I know.
Do I want to chop the rope off at like Skip's waist and leave it behind, or is Caleb just going to carry this? And I think at this point, Caleb's just holding onto the rope and just ultimately it's ending up wrapped around over Cora's shoulder as Caleb comes up underneath.
Like rope and all. We're a hot mess. We're Hot Mess Express right now.
I mean, it's like we're moving.
Yeah. All right, so we're heading out. We're trying to get out of here.
Mm-hmm. And so you guys are making your way down, and you just hear as like you hear cracking and other stuff, and then you guys are making your way down, hobbling through there. It's but you just hear all this noise behind you. As Caleb, you hear actually, yeah, I think Caleb is the one that has the radio. Just you hear, hey, are you guys there?
Caleb is not going to be trying to answer the radio at this particular moment. He might hear. Oh, he'll hear it, but he's not trying to respond to the radio at this moment.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah. So at that point, you do that, and then you just see that. You hear that, you ignore it, and then you guys pretty much are coming around the bend, but then, maybe you guys hear a noise, and you can see, the thing crawling, pulling its way through the tube. By the way, I need to move back a little bit. Hey, Caleb, my buddy, pal, give me a sanity roll.
I thought about that.
Oh, that is an 82 over 56.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
All right.
That's fair.
Do you want me to roll the d6 or do you? Actually, make it a d4. I can't have you going temporarily insane right now.
It would be too nice.
That is a 1.
All right. I wish I rolled it. I don't have a d4 near me anyway. Okay, so yeah, you take 1 point.
I had to really hunt for it. Oh, there's 2 of them in here.
Yeah, mine are in there somewhere, where my dice star is. Yeah, so, yeah, that, maybe, you shot it, and that's, you're okay, yep, I'm gone. And so, you're just booking it, as, the thing is crawling its way up towards you. So, give me, I want everyone to either give me some sort of check, whether it's a skill check or a regular check. Let me look one thing up before you guys say what you want to do, just to double check what this does.
So it's crawling behind us. It's not able to stand up behind us in the tunnel.
No, it's too big to stand up. Okay, that's not really what I was hoping for. You know what? I know what I want you guys to do. Because everyone is going nuts. I want you guys to make intelligence checks to see if you guys are able to keep some sort of wit while you are running from this creature.
Wow. What the hell is wrong with these dice?
I don't know, but it sounds like I like them.
Oh, you're going to love this.
no.
These dice are not rolling well for me on this session, apparently. That is a 99 over 70.
That's a crit fail.
I know it is.
Well,
Like I said, I
got a
don't like
crit
these dice right now.
Well, maybe not crit success. I got a 10 under 60.
10 under 60. Okay.
I got
I'm
a hard success at least.
88 over 70.
Why is
Okay.
Cora
It's
the
not
only
a-
one who's
It's not a crit.
okay right now?
So, I'm going to say, Cora, if you're okay with it, I'm going to move your hard to a regular success.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. With a hard success, Skip is still supporting you, but he's now, like, just, like, a little bit confused of, like, maybe you look over your shoulder and you're just like, what the?
Yeah,
and
okay.
Cora's like, nope, I did this before.
Yeah. Cora's
and-
survival instincts are kicking in now.
Mm-hmm. And while you guys are booking it, you don't realize that, Caleb, you stopped moving.
Of
No,
course,
no, no,
yeah.
You aren't in the sewers right now. In fact, you're not even 82 or however old your character is.
46.
Close enough. You are your 9-year-old self. Wow, that was a really cool ending, but I can't get to the music to stop it. But you are back all the way in the 1920s as you see the cabin on fire in your retreating steps, and as you are climbing over the wood pile. In the past, you kept running and got help. But now, maybe years of maybe survivor guilt that you didn't realize you had, as this creature from your past is chasing you, and the calling out of Sally's name. You turn the corner and you hear the snap of her leg again, and her screaming. And instead of running, you are stuck.
Womp womp.
And then you are back. You are back in the time, and you kind of wake up as you feel like, just like the faintest like swipe of its fingers hit your back, and it kind of like wakes you up, and it's not able to grab you, and you just keep going.
And he probably wakes up to Cora screaming at him, if we're being honest.
Yes, yeah. I don't think you noticed, but I think Cora's just screaming in general.
Probably. No, I think she would notice, though, because he had her arm around him. So if he just stopped, like Cora is like this to the guys.
Okay,
Is
I was
where we,
picturing he was
like-
behind you.
No,
was
I
picturing
think
yeah,
he
Caleb was
grabbed her
behind.
other arm.
Yeah,
So if he
the way-
stopped, then we may have like kept going, but like she would have known.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe, yeah, it's, yeah, you just, Cora's screaming at him, and he's just like, oh, I should go now. So, yeah. Okay, and now you guys, like, turn the corner. You guys can actually, because of just your rushing and everything, you can see the staircase back up. And that's when the radio starts up again, just like, Caleb. And like right away, you know who this is. Because it's your mentor. Sheriff Hudson is on the radio. As you hear in the background, I'm the one who's I'm the one who's supposed to have the special radio. As you can hear, if you talk to me one more time, I'm shooting you in the knee. Caleb.
It's Sheriff Hudson. You have to answer.
Well,
So-
like, she's just talking. Like, she's just...
Oh,
like,
she didn't stop. Okay.
She's not stopping. Like, you definitely heard Ashley trying to be like, wait a second, and, which I don't know why Ashley would have forgotten who Caleb, or who Sheriff Hudson is, but maybe the fame gone to his head. And he's like... But yeah, you hear over the radio is like, go up and go into the field behind Town Hall. If you guys look at the map here, it looks like there's like this kind of open field area, like where Town Hall is, written on the map. I imagine it's kind of like this open field, and it's just like, the townspeople have been evacuated. There's help here. Quick, just get out and get ready. And then the radios go psh, like back.
So
back
I think as Caleb kind of comes back to current time and feels the brushing and starts moving again, hearing the radio call as the radio goes silent, he's just going to, as he's running, just click the radio a couple of times and kind of as an acknowledgement, but not really having time to really return an actual call on the radio, but just enough to click it and let the sender know that it's something, that somebody heard the message and that they're close. Because you'd be able to tell just because of the way it clicks. The radio is going to be enough where you can tell that it's a relatively close transmission at that point.
All right, and then the other thing I want you guys to do is Cora and Skip. Can you guys give me a spot hidden?
Yeah. Nope.
That is 32 under 70.
All right, so you guys both spot Timmy
What?
in the sewers, and he's like waving you guys, like pointing towards the entrance, and he's like, quick, come on, and hold on, I need to look something up real quick that I should have had. Talk about my best friend. So pretty much he's like yelling, Mom, we have to escape, quick, up here. I got you guys covered.
I think Cora is a mess, and she like falls onto him when she gets up to him. She's like, "You can't be here. I know you can't be here."
Like before you even is like, Mom, get up the stairs. Like in the most like stern voice that he ever, and he's like, he looks at Skip and he's just like, and Skip, with your pass, you see that he has a plunger in his hand, not like a toilet plunger, but like a detonation, like
Oh, okay.
And so he's like, and he's just like, and he's like, Caleb, hurry up, and it's pretty much it's like he says, because I don't remember exactly what was said a while ago, but he pretty much says something. He's like, the people are safe, we have to get out of here, there's danger, get upstairs. And it's like, in a split second, you remember you had a dream about this so many years ago.
Oh my
of
gosh.
Timmy saying the same thing.
This is too
I
much
just don't
for
remember what it
Cora's
was.
brain. Too
Yeah,
much.
so you're gonna run upstairs and give me another sand roll.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
yeah, you're gonna get up there. Skip is helping you up. Caleb, you kind of same thing as Timmy, like kind of just pushes you up there, like up the stairs, and pretty much at the last second, like you just hear this, and there's just like this crunching and stuff, and then next thing, you guys are over top of the town, and you just see Interstate 44, the exit, as all of a sudden, like, just poof, 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 and it's just like explosions, like as like kind of the street cracks and dust before like you hear this earth fall and crush and just kind of just all collapse on the road as Timmy comes out shortly afterwards. What's your sanity roll?
I actually passed it. It was 21 under 52.
Okay, I still think you're going to take another
Yeah,
one.
which is
as you're saying, like, things are going a little nuts. So that happens. Everyone had, like, you guys are, like, breathing heavy, and it's just, like, you see up there, Sheriff Hudson, you see Tim, you see Charles is there. For some reason, Ashley is there with a shotgun, which you realize is the shotgun from the from your store that you leave there. And then pretty much like all this stuff is there. Like pretty much everyone's there as Hudson, Sheriff Hudson kind of come, or ex-Sheriff Hudson, I guess now Alex Hudson steps up and she's like, okay, that's only gonna stall it for a few minutes. In the field, we almost have the trap set. And like you guys look out and you notice all the different things, which I'm like, as I'm saying this, like I should have listened back to the first thing to remember all the different random stuff. But yeah, pretty much everything that, let's see, is it here? I'm trying to remember all the little things that were in the cups that were in the summoning circles. I think there was like some hair. Oh, here we go. You guys see pretty much 4 kind of like cups like in the field. One is filled let's see, yeah, they're actually not cups, bronze bowls. As one is filled with hair, fire is in another, and there's a bowl of animal fat that you guys can't determine. And in the last one, that's the farthest away, you can see, and they're all kind of set up in a large circle, and it's pretty much filled with blood. Sheriff Hudson, or sorry, not Sheriff Hudson. Hudson looks at...
Once a sheriff, always a sheriff.
Yeah.
Yes. She looks at all 3 of you guys. It's like, so, you guys aren't prepared for this ritual, so unfortunately we have to ask you to do most likely the most dangerous thing. We need you to be the distraction inside the circle to make sure that the creature stays there. It already seems drawn to you.
And how big is this circle?
It's like it is pretty large. It's like, and that's why like there's maybe like, I'm trying to think of feet, but like there's at least, it's not like the summoning circle like would fit inside. It was like a 12 by 12 cube like of the square that was set up with all the runes and stuff. This one is like yards. Like it is large enough away where it's like it's not gonna like trip over you. But yeah, that's as it's pretty much they're just saying like, we need you distracted so we can finish the ritual. But we need it held there.
How long is this ritual?
We don't know. It's pretty much we all have to say the chant, and once the chant is finished, it should either weaken or pull it back to where it once was.
Well, Cora, just get out of sight, and I'll run around this circle with it, and you're in no condition to run, Cora.
Yeah, you're not doing this by yourself. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. And Cora starts walking towards the circle.
It like grabs
you're
her
in no
arm and
condition
tries
to
like,
run.
pull her away.
I'm not letting you do this alone. End of conversation. He already took one of us. I'm not gonna watch him take you too.
How do you think
that
I
point-
feel?
Hey.
How are you going to outrun this thing?
You don't have to outrun it. We can outsmart it.
And that's when, like, pretty much, not Alex, wrong person. Ashley comes up and is like, "Don't worry, I'm here for my wife." And, like, he, like, pretty much, is like, "Honey, I'll be the legs, you be the guns." And, like, hands you the shotgun, and then, like, kind of, without waiting, gives, like, puts you in a piggyback, like, position, and is like, "Let's go."
Oh, man.
Cora is like, I need you to take this seriously.
And that's when he's like, I don't remember. Was there a pet name he had for you?
Sugar.
Yeah, and like maybe he hasn't used this pet name in years, and he's like, "Sugar, without you, nothing is serious." As like he just keeps moving, and as like he's not taking no as for an answer.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I know what he. Wait a sec. No, I don't think he would do that. So I was like, maybe, and I'm like, no, that would just make things extremely complicated.
Yeah. Don't make it too hard for yourself, Dave.
So Caleb seeing Ashley picking up Cora like this, like, okay, and just kind of gives Ashley a nod, like, keep her safe and let's boogie.
Well, and this is when I think Charles steps up and he's like, "Oh, leave it to..." I forgot what... Your whispers, right?
Yes.
It's like, leave it to a whisper to make things complicated. Look, we don't need to keep it in the square. We just needed to end up in the square. Okay? I don't know where Ashley's going with Cora, but... Look. You got the truck. It's obviously coming after you. We'll stay out of sight. We'll call on the radio. Just keep it distracted for a little while. Buildings can be, as we said, the people are gone. Like, we had our people come in. But let me tell you guys, like, if we can't stop it here, well, they're gonna send an annihilator. Okay? So, it's either we stop it now or there's no home for anybody.
So I guess with the pointer towards the car, or towards the truck, is there like a spot where Caleb would be able to just drive through the middle of this field with a creature chasing him?
Charles is saying like that Hudson did not give correct information. Like, you guys, pretty much it needs to end up in the circle when it's finished. You guys don't need to keep it there. Yeah. So
basically, is there a spot for when the time is right for Caleb to basically just drive through the middle of this circle?
Yes. Yeah. There's enough, like, as you guys can see on the map, like, there's pretty much, like, I'm gonna say, I'll mark it on here so that way we remember. But, like, this right here is, like, all broken, this road down here. So, but yeah, pretty much, which on the map, that is, the Interstate 44 to leave. Like, that line's not, whatever.
42, whatever.
Ignore that line. Yeah, so pretty much Interstate 44 to exit there is gone. And they kind of say, like, they're kind of leaving towards Interstate 61. Yeah, like they're at St. Ignace, and they're kind of all leaving here, going down out. So it's like
Caleb's gonna call to Ashley. It's like, just jump in the back of the truck, and Charlie says we can just chase it around town and chase it back here when the time is right. And Caleb's gonna hop in, get the truck started, wait for them to get in the back, and for the creature to catch sight of them, and then take off driving.
All right, Skip, where's everyone sitting in the car?
I'll be in the back.
in the like bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will be back there as well.
All right, and then Ashley's like, I guess I'm with you, Caleb. Can I talk on the radio?
You can hold the radio, but we need to keep the line open for them to tell us when it's time.
Yeah, I got it. And as you guys kind of get settled in the car, pretty much everyone just hears like this, and then like this, as this ebony axe head just cuts through the asphalt, as this giant arm begins to slowly pull itself out of the thing, and then it just looks at you guys, and it's just, children come back. We'll see you guys next week.
So Caleb starts driving. Ooh.
He's like, I want that to be canon. We are driving.
No. The car's in reverse. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, buddy. Well, we survived. We survived that part.
So far?
So far. So far.
Right. Thank you everybody for listening. We will see. I don't know. This is also, what is this, episode 5?
Yeah.
Another fast one that I don't think any of these guys were expecting to go as fast as it did, as it is. But
Can we go back to where you were debating yourself?
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
now, I had to do my own real life sanity rules. All right. Thank you, everybody. And join us next time for,
Bye.
I don't know, maybe the ending. Who knows? We'll find out.
Oh, boy. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.